All right, everybody. Sorry about the delay. K-Pro literally just got back from Dillon, Montana. She drove 84 hours in the pouring rain and snow, all to be here for this show. So it is June 23rd, 2025 on a Monday night. It's the K-Pro Cow Powwow, but we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. And that is we're going to talk about the other rides in the Treasure Island Amusement Park. Because there's the two big roller coasters. There's Justin Posey's and there's John Collins Black. Well, there are other rides, and one of them might be by you. But I like how Jam and Emma put it on their stream today. They were like, "If why not try and solve one of the smaller ones to give you an idea of how the bigger ones work, right?" So, what do you think, K-Pro?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm burnt. Yes.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have waited for you to drive back. Maybe it was a bad, but anyway, that's fine. You wanted to be on the show, so here we are. We just did a little bit late today. Everybody can watch it tomorrow. If it's too late for you people on the East Coast, just watch it tomorrow. Because actually, there's a couple brand new things here that we're talking about. Anybody's talking about for the very first time. So I was kind of surprised how many things came up. So you want to say something about Dillon before we get into it?
Yeah, I want to say a couple things. Thursday's panel. Everyone stop emailing. I already have more than 4, I would say 5 times that. I'm going to just go in order and try to get people. I know everybody's excited. There's tons of questions about this list. I will go over that. I'm going to go live in extra time this week. I think Em and Jam are going Tuesday, Wednesday. That'll be Thursday, maybe Friday. Maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. There's lots of questions, but don't worry. I will tell you exactly how it went down and exactly. That's why it's really nice to be behind the scenes, because I'm just going to tell you like I saw it, and everybody can judge on what they think of things. But you will get the information I have, and I may have a little something that was taken at the bars. So it's all interesting. Great. Tonight, Mike wanted to talk about the other hunts. I am all about the other hunts. I've won one of the other hunts, a couple of them maybe. I walked by a couple of them. It is nice. So hello, Lucas. And I met so many of you. I want to say thank you for all the emails. I know some are emailing me multiple times. Literally, it was supposed to take me 10 and a half hours today. It took me like 13 or 14. We had every single thing that could possibly go wrong did. And now we're here. And thank you for all. We're definitely going to talk Thursday. I didn't think I'd be here tonight. We're going to talk Thursday and, oh, nice, about every first 10 Q&A questions. But I can tell you there's some behind the scenes stuff that'll be really interesting, and I think you'll find it informational. So make sure to subscribe, thumbs up. This one's Mike's, and I will just weigh in when I can, but I am truly, literally, like within 30 seconds ago, walked in the door. So hi, everyone. You're muted.
Yeah, if you guys could subscribe, we would appreciate it, because we're at 9,471 subscribers, trying to get to 10,000 before the end of the year. Let's see, we need another 529 over the next 6 months. That shouldn't be a problem, but it only works if you subscribe. It's free. It's just a button you hit. So
you know what, Mike? Maybe I keep the list of questions from Justin until we have 529 more people.
Nice. Yeah. It's up to you how you want to do. Everybody will hate you, but yeah. So make sure you thumbs up and subscribe when you get a chance. Okay, let's just jump right into it, because we actually have a lot more to go over than I thought we would. So the very first one is Amnesia. The people that did the bookshop about 6 months ago, they had a winner. They have a brand new treasure hunt coming out Sunday, as a matter of fact, called Amnesia. They are on Instagram. That's where you can find all the info. Let me bring it up for you. On Instagram, they are Quill Compass Puzzle Adventures. There's the link right there. Or that's not the link. Well, actually, I can give you the link, can't I? This is the actual link to Instagram. Their book drops. It's going to be on Amazon this Sunday. It's going to have a prize of value of $1,000. And here's the cool thing with this. Let me share my screen. Go to Instagram. Bam. Pretty cool logo they have. This is Amnesia. So this is the front cover of the book. And of course, as they always do, this is a cipher right here. So everybody can figure out what those hieroglyphics mean. It's a type of cipher. I have not spent time on it to figure out, but it will lead you somewhere is what it says. So I wonder if it leads you to a website. And then this is the back cover of the book. And you can see right there, there's some letters. There's a puzzle there to figure out as well. So here's the deal. June 29th, it'll be on Amazon, Amnesia, a treasure hunt adventure. It is $24.99 is the book on Amazon. The prize package is valued over $1,000 to be awarded to the first that correctly submits the solution to the book's puzzles. So what's different about this is it is not a boots on the ground. This is a virtual armchair from home. You get the book, you read it, you solve the puzzles, you email them the answer. And the first person that does that correctly to their satisfaction, one winner is going to get the prize. And then they said Amnesia as a bonus contains some extra puzzles just for fun, just to allow you to continue challenging your puzzle solving skills, even after the treasure is claimed. So Quill Compass Puzzle Adventures on Instagram. Did you read the bookshop or no? Okay, bro.
I was going to say I read and worked on and did several Zooms with people on the bookshop. It was fun. I didn't fully solve it. I kind of tapered off because I really got into this TTI this last year. And so I will tell you, I really enjoyed, because here's something crazy. I even solved a puzzle or two. Some of the stuff I have a feeling I didn't see the other one or the solution, but I think they are a little ciphery based. But do you think they're heavy cipher like you, or do you think someone like me could do it?
I think they have different puzzles, different ranges. They try and do that to me, so everybody can have some fun. So I really don't know, to tell you the truth. I do have and here's the cool part. When the bookshop got solved, they sent the solution within 24 hours, a PDF. So everybody that registered with their email, you get the solution. So you can actually go through it and say, okay, what did I miss? What was I doing wrong? So there it is. Amnesia, a treasure hunt.
Can I tease a little bit of this list of questions? One of the questions.
Explain it again. No, explain what you're talking about again.
So there was a list of questions that Justin asked me to put together, and I snuck in one of them because I heard about the documentary he's doing, and several people have already been casted and signed. If you want to say in chat who you are, I know of several that are now under NDAs. Yay. So one of my questions.
Oh, no, go ahead.
One of the questions that was not answered or asked was, now that you have a documentarian crew, much like Golden Greed, are we going to have to be delayed from hearing the solution and the finder and all of the ending? And the question was punted, not answered.
So are you saying that when somebody finds Justin Posey's treasure, they're going to wait until it can be filmed or something before they come forward or something like that?
I'm not saying that at all. You're on glue. Yeah. I am saying the question was posed to Justin. Would he be willing to answer? And I'll have the exact wording, but it said something like, now that you have a documentary, is the solution, finder, and ending of your chase going to be delayed as things were with Golden Greed? And that question was asked not to be asked.
I think I asked the same thing, but in a different way. I understand what you're saying.
No, you said that I'm saying that it's being delayed. I'm saying the question was posed.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And the problem is, if you sign up for the documentary, I know you asked me about this earlier, but off the top of my head, if I think I know where it is and I want to go boots on the ground, I have to wait for somebody to show up and I got to follow their rules. I just want to go boots on the ground. So yeah, I'm not talking about the I switched it to something different.
Finder. I'm talking about the originator.
Right. I'm talking about if you're in this doc being filmed, or maybe it's just, hey, this weekend we're going to film you and that's it. And then you go do whatever you want other than that. But anyway, we'll see. I mean, you're definitely going to watch it.
That just tells you the level of, we're going to go down rabbit holes on what he specifically asked not to be asked, what he really wanted prioritized, what didn't get asked, etc. It's going to be crazy. That has to be a whole show in itself. Okay.
All right, moving on. We got to give a big thank you to, this is Edward, right? Edward sent us a hat in the mail. Rooster. He said it's not for us, but he said this is the Rooster hat for all those people that say they solved it and they already know where it is, but they just haven't retrieved it. They just haven't gone boots on the ground. So there is the Knowledge Precision Rooster hat. So thank you to Big E. And then the other thing I got in the mail, this is really interesting, guys. Check this out. This is from Keegan Tawa. He's an artist. He sent me his vinyl record in the mail, and this vinyl record is a treasure hunt. Okay, it's a treasure hunt that's been out there for I think about 6 months and has not been solved. So let me open it up and give you look at that cover. Isn't that pretty cool? All this I think are clues, but let me open it up and give you an idea of what it is. It looks complicated. I'm not going to lie, but we have some puzzle solvers out there that like a challenge. So when you open it up, you have these inserts. Okay, it's kind of like a little booklet to read, and I think all of this contains the clues for his actual treasure hunt. Look at that. I mean, the artwork is really pretty cool. It's really spectacular. And then, of course, the album itself is here. And you can actually listen to the album on YouTube. But in order to solve this treasure hunt, you do need to purchase the actual vinyl album. So a couple things that he sent me. 6 months ago, the album released. Throughout the artwork, a variety of inserts, and the record jacket itself, he structured a treasure hunt that remains unsolved to this day. Go ahead, Kate.
Someone's asking, who is the originator of this hunt? Who created it?
Yeah, Keegan Tawa. And I'm about to give you the link right now. This is where you can go read up on him, and this is where you can go order it. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll give you some details that he sent. This, after we're done with the live show, this is where you could listen to some of it on YouTube. That is a link where you can.
Is it armchair? Is it?
You have to physically own the album to solve the treasure hunt. A physical copy is required to solve it. Okay. What's the prize? He says he won't say the precise nature of the prize, but he will say there are multiple objects in multiple locations, which I think is interesting. These objects have significant thematic and sentimental value and are lifelong keepsakes and conversation pieces. However, none of them are going to have enough capital value to really impact the treasure hunters' financial lives, okay? So this is a $1 million treasure hunter, gold or silver. Chad Bird.
No.
Go
Okay.
Go ahead.
The one, I was going to say, the one just before that is the actual originator, and he made a comment that you should read.
There it is, Keegan Tawa right there. Thank you for the super chat, Chad Bird. Appreciate it. He says, I'm the developer of the Tessellation treasure hunt. Tessellation is what he calls it. And the composer of the record. Please reach out with questions. So there you go. Is there an email they can reach you out, or is there another message?
And you may not be able to post an email address, or you have to put spaces. And I'm sorry, I did not want to interrupt Chad Bird. Thank you, Chad Bird. He said I got home safely, so he wanted me to have some money for a beer.
Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Keegan, for sending the record. But I'm not done. That's the prize. The final treasure is also highly divisible. I designed this hunt with the intention of forcing collaboration. If you get deep enough into the puzzle, the mechanics of this will make sense. And I know we have people out there that love a good puzzle. And Tessellation, here it is. It looks complicated. I will not lie. You're really going to have to digest what all this is. But it makes me think of like the Tesseract or something here. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see what else.
Can Keegan give some geographical area states? Like, is this boots on the ground? Did you say?
It is boots on the ground. And he said this is extremely boots on the ground. Listen to this, K-Pro. Me and you would not be good. Hunters should be able to handle a few dozen miles in the wilderness and a couple thousand feet of elevation. However, there is a cryptographic and mathematical crunching to do from home. So all you puzzlers out there, all you cipher people, that's what it sounds like to me. If someone with mobility issues wanted to participate in the hunt, they would have to be a supporting member of a larger team. You definitely got to go boots on the ground, and you got to go boots on the ground for a while.
Boots on the ground in the American West, East Coast, South.
He has not said that unless he wants to answer it in the chat. Okay. Last thing that he provided me was, is there a poem, Emma says. He says, I'm happy to provide a few initial clues if you're going to feature the piece on the show, which we are, of course. This will be fun because I know some hunters have been working on the puzzle for a while and are stumped. And he said, I don't mind stumping people, but it'll be fun to give them a few bones. So here it is. Every language on and in the sleeve, with the exceptions of English, Chinese, and Punjabi, is an invented language. Hunters should forego their anthropomorphic attachments to base 10. So he's doing another numbering system, not just base 10. While not required to converge on a solution, many clues can be drawn from my previous releases, recordings of my live performances, and from pieces on the record itself. However, the puzzle can be fully solved in a vacuum using only the content in and contained by the sleeve. So there it is. Pretty awesome. Sounds like he's made a complicated puzzle with a big boots on the ground component. But I'm really interested in what these treasures are going to be, because these objects have significant and sentimental value, lifelong keepsakes and conversation pieces. So thank you for sending it. There it is, everybody. One more time, I'm going to put the link. This is where you can order.
Yeah, Florida Girl has asked for that. Angie, I'm going to answer your question. I just tuned in. Can someone let me know where I can read/hear the Q&A? The perfect audio is on Treasure Hunt with Us. The great video is on our channel because we did a zoom up of Justin. We are working on meshing those two worlds. We will have that out, and they'll be on both channels as well. But I will tell you, at the beginning, I would go over listening to it first and then get the context of what he looks like after. So go to Treasure Hunt with Us. It's a really good watch. Drop the mic. And we're doing a panel, our first panel in years, is Thursday on questions 1 through 10.
How many people are we going to have on, K-Pro?
I'm limiting to 4.
4 plus me and you, so 6?
6 total.
Okay. And just to go back to this one more time, check this out. Tessellation is a do-it-yourself indie jazz record that involves 25 collaborators from all over the world. Tunisia, Turkey, India, Iran, Israel, China, and the U.S. Pretty awesome. I think if you're into that kind of music, and then here is the YouTube channel once again. I think you can message him through YouTube, and I'm sure through the website if you go to where people can order it. So there you go, everybody. Have fun with that. Let me know if you buy it, and if you do, tell them Cowlazars sent you. All right. Thank you, Keegan. We appreciate it. Okay. What else? So I got an email from a searcher in, wait for it, France, and they have a poem that if somebody solves their poem, you will get $3,000. Let me explain how it works. Now, again, all these treasure hunts, everybody, there's a little bit of buyer beware. I don't know who these people are, but they seem like good people. So check it out. Somewhat inspired by Forrest Fenn's poem, this person has written a poem with a secret word in the poem, and the first to find it receives $3,000. The poem is in the book, The Silver Roads in Brittany, a poetic journey about Thomas and Jacqueline finding and renovating an old stone house in the countryside of France. You can get all the details at thomasjardine.com. I did not mean to do that. thomasjardine.com. Here's the link. And what's cool is you don't have to buy the book until you've already figured out what the secret word is. Okay. This is an email where you can contact the author if you have any questions about how this $3,000 treasure hunt works right there. What's up, Rob Azil? Thanks for joining. So here's a couple things. He says he was inspired by the Forrest Fenn poem, but here are a couple things that are different from the Forrest Fenn search. You don't have to leave your house. This is totally armchair. No possibility of being eaten by a grizzly bear. No, or drowning while crossing a river. No money is spent except for the book of poems after you find the secret word. No travel, no gas or airplane costs. There are no clues, which can be confusing. The first to email the secret word and a selfie while holding their copy of the book open to the info page will receive $3,000. And there it is. So that's an interesting one. I might look into that. I mean, $3,000 is pretty good boots on the ground money for one of these other hunts, isn't it, Capra?
Yes, I could use $3,000. Okay, I'll make you a deal.
Uh-huh.
You solve it and get the prize, and you give it to your wife, and I will spend it.
Uh-huh.
So you get it, I spend it. You get it, say it with me, and I spend it. You get it. And
that happens anyway. So, okay.
Really? Who spent more this month, do you think? I had no casinos around me. I ate in every night.
Back to the treasure hunts, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about a couple of the OGs that have been around for a while.
Wait,
of course.
Wait.
What?
You do have to buy the book, ?
Yes, you have to buy the book. The poem is on his website for free. He says you do have to buy the book, but you don't have to buy it until after you have the secret word and you want to submit the answer. But you do have to buy the book to be eligible to win. And the book, if you go to thomasjardine.com, I believe the book was like $25. But the cool thing is that includes shipping from France. So check it out, thomasjardine.com. All the info should be there on the website. Okay. If anybody gets it and wants me to open up Discord channels for these new hunts, the record, Thomas Jardine, some of these other ones we're going to talk about, let me know, and I'm happy to open up a channel for discussion. Okay. And then a couple of the OGs, you guys know about Xavier Marx, but if you don't know about Xavier Marx, there's something hidden in New York. We think Manhattan. It's worth $10,000. Children's book. All the proceeds benefits Children's Foundation. XavierMarx.com. There's the Beacon Star, Mr. Randy Pishel. That prize pool is up to $9,000. The book is only $8 on Amazon. There's the link to buy it on Amazon. And that one is in Denver, Colorado. So again, we have New York and we have Denver. Okay.
In case you didn't hear, Treasure Hunt with us said, if you like, comment, and subscribe, he will buy you a new car.
What? Oh, me? I already did. It's called a truck. Anyway.
No, honey.
Oh, I didn't buy it for you. That's true.
That's true. But did you hear what I said? Okay, listening ears.
I'm kind of
Jam from Treasure Hunt with us. It's okay. Jam, Mike just said he's doing it.
Yeah, I got it now. Watch out. They say verbal is binding in some places, so be careful. All right. Thank you for that, Jam. And thank you for the shout out on the video that you guys did earlier. We do appreciate it. But yeah, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Okay. Jay is asking which hunt is based in New York City or New York State. Xavier Marx. It's been going on 150 years.
2.5. October will be 3 years. A lot of
every hunt they give, every clue they give, takes 100 people 100 hours, and they showed us a container. It's a shriveled up something that's buried somewhere. Sorry, I worked a long time on this. A lot of us have. It's been going on for years. Okay,
way to give up. No, I gave up too. XavierMarx.com.
Mike, I was been boots on the ground for the last 6 weeks. How you doing?
It looks simple. It's just a children's book. It's a very simple children's book. But there is obviously something going on because people can't pinpoint it. So a lot of people think it's in Central Park. It is a proxy item. If you go to XavierMarx.com, they have shown a picture of the proxy that you're looking for. There are a lot of things that have been solved, but people just can't pinpoint where this thing is. But here's the cool thing with Xavier Marx. If you guys were at the Seeking Treasure Con last year, Hillary Ganga spoke. She's one of the authors. Sean Cronin, who came in, who won the World Series of Fen Poker Tournament a couple years ago. Those are the two authors, okay? So it's people we know. They're good people. It's a good treasure hunt. Jesse Eisenberg, the actor, he has put a clue inside the book. And the thing that's different about their treasure hunt is they have all these celebrities that have tweeted out clues on Twitter. And they have all of them at XavierMarx.com. They're trying to help you with the book. I don't know if it really helps. It's kind of a rabbit hole. But, I mean, they've had Damon John. They've had the guy, Clancy Brown, that does the voice of Krusty Krab. They've had Will Wheaton. They've all done clues just for this book. So it's really awesome. And a lot of other people. And Jesse Eisenberg has a clue in the book. $10,000 to the person who finds it. Some people think Central Park. Some people think Manhattan. But all we know for sure is it is in New York. So that's the one, $10,000, waiting for somebody to find it. And I mean, Sean Cronin said, I think it's easy. I don't know why nobody can find it. The creator always thinks it's easy, don't they? Justin Posey doesn't know why hasn't it been found yet. It's crazy. Why can't you guys figure out the 2 clues in Netflix? It's simple. Yeah, it's not simple. I've watched freaking Netflix twice since the Q&A, and I still can't figure out the clues. Anyway, the other one is in Denver, Colorado, The Beacon Star. It's a wonderful book. Cipher heavy. It is a codebreaker, Charlie. But Randy Pishel, the author, this is his YouTube channel. Alan Kay knows about Xavier Marx and Beacon Star, I think. Some people think Queens. That's true. Some people think it's in Queens. That's true.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So up on our Discord and some of our old, when it comes to Xavier and when it comes to Beacon Star especially, like there's like 40 puzzle boots on the grounds or 22 and then 22 or something. If you decide to buy in to Beacon Star especially, but Xavier Marx as well, look at some of the past videos because people threw up their hands and basically said, let's solve this thing. And they all threw out the solutions they had. So like half of it has already been solved. Maybe if you just want to do it for fun, but if you're trying to solve it, why recreate the wheel? I think there's 20 solved and you could get on 21 and 22 and the other ones that are, everyone is stumped. Is that fair, Mike? Is that fair to say, Mike? Hey, Mike?
That's fair. Okay. That is fair to say. A lot of stuff has been shared. And a lot of stuff, that's the solution. Like it makes sense. But there's this thing where you have to, use these painting titles to come up with a landmark, and a lot of people are torn on which landmark it references. You'll see if you get the book. It's a fun read though too. Xavier Marx and Beacon Star, two of my favorites. Support treasure hunt creators. Both the books are pretty cheap. Pick them up, especially if you live in the area. That brings us to our next one that's been out a while, and that is our old friend Chris Dotson with the Hope Chest, everybody. Inspired by Forrest Fenn. There's the website. $50,000 he's put up of his own money. thehopechesthunt.com. This one is all, excuse me. This one is all in the Appalachian Mountains, those states along the Appalachian Mountains. So if you're looking for JCB's Appalachian box, maybe you want to pick up the Hope Chest. But this one, there are there's 5 things that you have to find. There are 5 boots on the ground. And we know the first one has been found. I don't believe anybody has found the second one. So check out, it's a really good book. We have it on the shelf. All these books we have on the shelf. thehopechesthunt.com. It's a fun book to read. And then we have breaking news, K-Pro. If you guys were in the Seeking Treasure Con that we did last year, the Legend Has It brothers spoke about their treasure hunt. Breaking news, it's been solved. It got solved by Pogues for Life. You guys may recognize the name because they have solved. They're pretty good puzzle solvers. And Sean Cronin, the author of Xavier Marx, went boots on the ground twice and found it. He was part of the team that found it. Congratulations, Sean Cronin. I think the prize was about $3,200 or $3,300. Legend Has It hasn't put out the solution video yet, but they say they're going to. If you look in our Discord, there are channels set up for most of these, and Legend Has It, the creators said, hey, it's been found. Congratulations. I know the first time Sean went out, there was still snow on the ground, and he almost died. So he learned it the hard way, went back in the summertime and found it. So legendhasit.net, if you want to read what that's all about. I'm sure those brothers are going to do another treasure hunt soon. And when they do, we'll have them on the show so they can explain it. And then that brings us to our old friend, Michael O'Connell, K-Pro. What do you want to say about Lady Liberty Hunt and Riley's Treasure Chase, K-Pro? These are the links right here. Anything? You're muted.
The problem's not unmuted. Everywhere I go, my computer locks up. So you're going to have to repeat. Our old friend is the last thing I heard.
Michael O'Connell. What do you want to say about Michael O'Connell and his 2 treasure hunts? And
probably one of the nicest humans alive. I don't know if I am hearing lots. He says he's a pirate, so that means he kind of doesn't tell the truth sometimes, and he's a little tricky and he's a little funny. We thought he had 2 hunts going on for 2 prizes. It sounds like he has like 10. Am I frozen?
Yeah, I think you are breaking up a little bit, and I'm not sure why. You've got to be connected to Wi-Fi to connect, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're locked up now. Yeah, Michael O'Connell, another person who was inspired by Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. He created 2 books, one for kids, one for adults. Like 9 treasures have been found. This is all up in the the northeastern part of the U.S. 9 different states, 9 different treasures. People are finding them left and right. So you may think, oh, it's over. Well, I reached out to Michael just in our on our Discord, and I said, can you confirm that there are still some treasures out there? And he said, yes, there are thousands of dollars worth of treasures still out there for Lady Liberty and for Riley's Treasure Chase, both. So if you live in the northeastern part of the country, the colony states up there, definitely check those 2 out. Mike's really a good guy. And he really created an interesting treasure hunt. What's funny about that, Mike does say he's a pirate. He never said there were 9 treasures. We thought there was 1 treasure. And somebody found something and said, well, I found this in this state. And then somebody else found something in another state. And it was like, hey, wait a minute. And I think 9 have been found. Mike says there might even be a grand prize still out there. Go check out those 2 websites if you're interested. I'm not sure if K-Pro will be back or not. She might be rebooting her laptop, but she literally just walked in the door, everybody. So cut her some slack. Okay. That brings us to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Find It Fort Wayne. If you're in the Cowlazars Grand Adventure Discord, you have seen this channel for Find It Fort Wayne in the Fort Wayne, Indiana. There you go. You're back. And this is Find It Fort Wayne, that channel that we have, K-Pro. June 27th, this Sunday, right? This Sunday is the official, no, this Friday, excuse me. This Friday at 8 p.m. is the official launch date for Find It for Fort Wayne. And I'm going to put his Discord link. He set up his own Discord to answer questions and all that fun stuff. That's his Discord link for Find It for Fort Wayne. Go check that out. Chad Bird with the super chat. Let's see. What's this say, K-Pro?
What scenes in Netflix did Justin provide that he wasn't in? Wouldn't it be the footage from his phone? The only scenes he wasn't in that were in his home were in the first episode only. Also, in the original Forrest Fenn hiding spot, still a hunt. Okay, let's unpack this.
A lot to break down.
I mean, there's a super chat, so I have to talk about Justin's hunt.
Right.
What scenes did Justin say he's not in? There's a hotly debated topic. If Justin's hands, like sitting on the treasure chest or pointing to something on Forrest's book, if his hands are in the scene, is he in the scene? That makes a big difference.
Right. What did he mean by that? Right.
So I will say, Chad, no one has a consensus. I have what I think, and you will see that probably sometime this week. And we're going to ask the panel. I don't know if we get to that one this week. The only scenes also is the original Forrest Fenn hiding spot still a hunt. No, Forrest Fenn's treasure was announced that it was retrieved on June 6th, 2020. Golden Greed came out. It's over, Chad Bird. Some people say there's a second hunt. Shiloh says, hell no. Shiloh said, no, it is completely over. Stick a fork in it. Done. Gone. It's, he was kidding. So I won't keep going on.
As far as the episodes, Justin said 2 or 3. He can't remember. It's in episode 2 or 3. I've watched them.
I would rule out the last scene of 3 because he knows where he announced his hunt. Some people thought it was the picture of the 9 Mile Hole before he got into that picture. I'd rule that out because that was the last scene. He would have known 3 then, but that's just me. I will tell you it's a hotly debated topic and people are posting all about it on our Discord. Hundreds of hours and thousands of posts all about one of Justin's Q&A, let alone we're going to be talking about them all. Go ahead, Mike.
Is that found stuff with the Netflix episodes? Is that in Discord? Is that what you mean by chat? I think so. So yeah, go. If you haven't joined the Cowlazars Grand Adventure Discord, download the app, search for Cowlazars Grand Adventure, and read away. There's a lot to dissect in the Discord. And Justin said somebody that has solved the technical clue posted it on a social media avenue. That could be our Discord, possibly, right, K-Pro? And you just disregard.
Well, I have reasons to completely believe it's only our Discord.
There you go. So if anybody really wants to go back through the posts and see who was talking about the tech clue, or do you think they were smart enough to go back and delete it? That's a good question. I would hope not. If everybody blew over it, why delete it? So, okay. We're going to wrap the show up early tonight because I only have a couple other things. But what I was saying is Find It Fort Wayne, Indiana starts Friday. Here is their Discord. You get all the info if you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Switching from Fort Wayne, Indiana, we're going to switch over to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Black 8 escape rooms. They are on Instagram and Facebook. And I'll show you the Instagram here. Black 8 escape rooms are doing a new treasure hunt, $500 worth of silver, gold, and other treasure in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Our first one was found about a month ago. A lot of you guys know about that and heard about it. The next one starts July 19th, so you still have a little bit less than a month to get ready for this one. They sell a treasure map. Treasure maps will be available for pre-order later this week. They can't be solved online. Searchers have to be there in the Black Hills, physically, boots on the ground, to find it. And this is their Instagram. You guys may have, I think they ran Facebook ads because I remember seeing this. Looks like that might be the new treasure. Yep, there it is right there. Part of it anyway. And they do these really cool old style maps. I remember seeing this. I don't know. There is I think what they hid right there. The other one, the old one. But yeah, go to Black, and they own an escape room. Black 8.
Max, you didn't tell me that. He was the one that gave me the leather thing. He was the one with the family. They were the nicest people. I didn't know that you owned an escape room. We could have talked for more hours. I sat with them as Justin was coming in. They were super, super nice.
This is him right here?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, cool. So check it out, guys. July 19th is when the next one starts. And if you are in South Dakota, why would you not? So there's the one that's been found, and they do everything.
Wait, is this where Black Hills Gold, the design is from?
I don't know. Yeah, I remember.
No, I'm asking Max,
Oh.
Crazy Bird.
The chat?
Yeah, Max, is this where Black Hills Gold is designed?
Look at those treasure maps. Isn't that cool? I mean, he has the old school maps that you actually get in the mail. That's awesome. We need to do something like that. We need to bite that style, K-Pro, and do a treasure map.
Emma says yes. Oh my gosh. That is one of my favorite designs, out of this world designs. I will say.
So what is a poly market? We should do a poly market for if the Justin Posey treasure is in Yellowstone or not. Does he mean? Well, I don't know what poly market is, Chad. Do you mean a lie detector test? A polygraph? What's poly market? Do you know, K-Pro?
What is a poly market?
I never heard of it.
Poly market is an American crypto. Nothing, Mike. It means nothing.
Crypto, is that what I heard? So Chad obviously thinks Justin Posey's treasure is in Yellowstone. If you guys don't know, he went boots on the ground a bunch of times to look for it. Nobody's found it yet, obviously.
Okay, can I tell a funny story to Max? It's just to Max.
Yeah,
I think I will come up with
left. So yes, go ahead.
Okay, I think I will tell him this. So I'll just say I had one of the most beautiful rings that I've ever seen in that style, but I had to make sure it went away after my divorce. I want a new piece. So maybe you can help me, because you in that area is everywhere. It was Black Hills Gold style. And so I would be really excited if that is somebody you can connect me with, because it's a little bit harder to find down here. I don't want to do it online, even though I could do it through somebody. So if you have connections, I would love to have. I love that design. I just refuse to wear the one ring I have that is in that design, because it is scorched earth at this point. Okay, go ahead.
What is it? It's a ring you want? A design? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, it's called Black Hills Gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a certain type of design of gold that has a very unique design to it.
Okay.
And my
They are cool, BG. All these treasure hunts are cool. We always say support treasure hunt creators, because it's these little ones that take off, create the big ones like Justin Posey's.
Because have we heard?
Collins Black.
Can I tell them our breaking news about our hunt?
Sure.
We're going to launch the. Many of you participated in the invitation, and many of you loved it. And it's a parody on this entire community. And it's a story about this community and coming to the conference and all of that. And John Collins and Justin and everybody was in the last one. And it was a cliffhanger at the end. And we were going to do a second to kind of button everything up, button it up. And we're getting ready to do it. We're getting ready, meaning in the next 6 to 9 months, we're going to be putting a new hunt together that is going to, and I pitched Mike the idea today, and he goes, that would be too hard. Just because it's hard, that's what makes it good. Well, that's from Tom Hanks in a League of Their Own. The hard is what makes it good. Okay.
Or K-Pro wants it solved in one day. Of course, I'm the one that's got to come up with the puzzle. K-Pro just wants to do the story. No, we do it together. All right, we will have something fun for you guys. And somebody reached out to me and was like, why don't you crowdsource? Why don't you crowdsource the prize? Why don't you ask for donations? And we're going to do that, but we'll do that on another show. Kind of give you the parameters of how that works.
Ooh, Thomas, I would love it. Do you think with the popularity of TTI and BTME that we get a flood of copycats? Hey, all million quadrillionaires, put $1 million of gold out there and let us find it.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to have the means to do it. And but yeah.
Well, that's why I said million and quadrillionaires. That's the definition of means.
Okay. Do you remember who Ken King is, K-Pro? We were on their YouTube channel, Adventures in Dirt. Check it out, everybody.
Adventures in Dirt.
This is Ken King, and he had a little thing. It's not a treasure hunt, but it is something very cool. This is a link to we were on his show a couple months ago. This is a link to his YouTube channel. You guys should all go subscribe. And he broke this news recently on Facebook, and that is He's going to be on an episode of Expedition Unknown. There he is with Josh Gates. And that episode that he's in airs on July 3rd. So I thought that was pretty cool. So they had a whole metal detecting thing. I don't know what, legend they went after or whatever. Can't give any details until it airs. But July 3rd, I believe it's July 3rd, Ken King will be on Expedition Unknown on the Discovery Channel. So I thought that was pretty cool. Go subscribe to Ken King's YouTube channel. And then they also do podcasts like on Spotify.
So I'm signed in as Mike, so I get to control what's at the bottom. There's what Rob said. Let me bring it back up.
There
I'm going to hide my. Wait, why is it doing that?
Because go ahead. There you go. It's there. Can't you see it?
Yes, I can. Why did you keep doing that?
3.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that is funny. But if all of us pitched in, that would be a pretty good prize, wouldn't it? And that's the crowdsource part, but we'll talk about that.
Look, Duff, look what Duff said. Exactly. So Duff, we were going to give the first invitation book via PDF plus the solution. So you're not behind, even though they're going to be 2 totally independent puzzles. You'll get that free. You will get all the solutions. So you know how our brains work. Don't use AI. We're like, Justin, we're not that smart. But anyway, it will be awesome. But that's exactly the case. And you guys can laugh about, like, you'll know some of the people and some of them have gone away now, and then the invitation too, it's going to be all about the community too, the new people, and you guys can guess who they are. Like Julie Sockets was Hooli because she has a wrench. Get it?
Socket wrench. There's little tie-ins there. Yeah, we'll have details. K-Pro's all amped up, so we're going to do it. And I'm amped up too. It's just I got to come up with the
in your own way. This is your total excitement.
And then we also can't forget about TTOKA.org. I'm not going to say much about it other than here's the website. If you want to go to the website, the book is available on Amazon for $300. Why? Because that's how he does things. TTOKA.org is a very fun treasure hunt, in my opinion. Okay, last thing. Anything else, K-Pro, before I show this last thing, which is pretty awesome? Anything about anything?
Wait, you didn't... Did you go over all of the hunts?
No, and I'm not going to go over all of the hunts. There's just too many.
So go on Discord. Yeah. Petey, no comment. Go up onto Discord, and we have a section called Other Hunts. Go into Other Hunts. There are a lot more than this. Mike is just
there's more.
There's a lot more, and especially if you are a treasure hunt originator in Minnesota, I've had quite a few people ask me about hunts in your area. So jump in, have fun.
Yeah, I know they do the medallion hunt like in the wintertime, but they have a lot of hunts in Minnesota. If anybody wants to reach out to me with the details, I'm happy to share them in a future show. And let's see. Yeah, I did not. This is by no means all the treasure hunts, but that's what I want to talk about here last. One, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
How about secret? The secret, the one that you have
that you can't find it. And if you think you know where it is, you can't dig. So that's why. But Dina, the secret is popular, and there's 9 still out there to find, but it's from the 80s. Expedition Unknown did the series on it or special. The only reason the Boston one was found is because they dug up that ballpark. Construction dug it up. So I didn't bring it up because it's a rabbit hole to go down. And usually, even if you think you know where it is, you can't dig. They don't give permits anywhere. K-Pro knows. She went boots on the ground for it once.
Yeah, so the Golden Apple Hunt is in Minnesota. Yeah, I have to go with Mike. Mike, I love Honor and Obey. Mike wanted to do in the middle of dropping this incredible interview. Let's do this. I didn't think I would be here tonight. But yeah, Beyond the Map's Edge. We should talk about that soon. That would be
Treasures. Yeah, we have for the last 4 months. TC Treasures in Minnesota is very big, very challenging, and they did send us some. TC Treasures is the one, right? That we were talking about in Minnesota. They sent us keychains for the con. So yeah, TC Treasures. If you're in Minnesota, there's definitely a lot of treasure hunts.
Hi, Sneaky the Searcher.
All right. Okay, here last but not least, our old friend Jared, Obsessed Jared on Discord. You know who that is, K-Pro? He's won a couple of treasures himself.
I do.
has come up with a website, and check this out, everybody. Now, first, before I share it, he wants me to explain that it's in the initial stages. He didn't even want to share it. He sent it to me and said, I haven't showed this to anybody yet. And I was like, you got to let me share it because it's so awesome. He's like, you can share it, but make sure they understand it's in the very initial stages. Check this out. He has created a website with all of these treasure hunts. This is your one-stop shop for all these different hunts. But this is a little bit different. This is a little bit different because he also has the solved hunts. There are a lot of solved hunts here that I've never even heard of before, K-Bro. And I got to get those books because, you know, I collect the treasure hunting books. Go to treasurehuntdb.com. The DB stands for database. Amnesia, all the ones. Look, A Fortune Lies Within Vermont. Never heard of this one. Published June 15th. Published a week ago. But look at all of these treasure hunts. It goes Treasures of No Name. There it is. It goes on and on and on. And then here's the cool part, K-Pro. Are you paying attention? Because our invitation is on here as well. All right. Check it out.
I'm looking at the website because you make my head hurt.
The hunts that have ended, the hunts that are over, look at all these hunts that have ended. For those of you out there that are like, I didn't even know about treasure hunts until I heard about JCB or Justin Posey. Look at all of these hunts that have ended over the years. And here's the really cool thing. He gives you the GPS location of where the treasure was found. So The Last Echo by Natalie Nelson, you click on it. That's where it was found, K-Pro. Right there. I mean, it's just in Bar Harbor.
Mike, go to TTOTC and see where he says it was found.
I don't know if that one's on here. Oh, I do have some abandoned. I do have some sad news. It looks like Nick Owens' The Incredible Hunt is over. He ended it with no explanation. There were supposed to be 6 things to find. 3 of them, I believe, were found. Yep, right here. See, I don't have to guess. Jared already has the info. 3 were solved, but then he abandoned it. I emailed him last night, and I got a kickback that the email was no good. He took the website down, etc. But look at all of these. Look at all the trolls.
Do a find. Do what I says.
What's that?
Never mind.
Go to what? I'm looking for it. I'm going down right now. But look at all these treasure hunts that have been solved. Do you remember the lamp with 4 keys? I have that one. I bought that one when it came out. Forrest Fenn Gold Medallion Treasure Hunt Series. 52 Masterpieces. Endgame. Sky Key. I mean, this website has got everything. If you're a treasure hunt lover, Fandango, Key to the Win, it ended without it being solved. A lot of these ended without a winner or canceled. But he has done the research. David Blaine, A Mysterious Stranger, the one that Sassy won. If we go to the GPS, there it was at Rick Rubin's house right there. The Mansion Recording Studio. Rick Rubin owns that, and that's where Sassy went and found it in California. So
I went to TTOTC's and I clicked on GPS location, and it says could not find.
Well, I think it
might be my phone. Unsupported link. Google Maps cannot open this link. That's about right for TTOTC. But anyway,
look at all of these treasure hunts. And then these are the ones that are active. And there's the secret. Quest in Search of the Dragon Tooth. Published 1994. I don't even know what that is. Oracle, Lost in Time. I've heard of that. The Hair on the Moon. The Enigma of Dolos. Remember that one? The website? Is that still going on? Kristen with the super chat says, K-Pro, thank you so much for our treasure hunter coins. My husband thought that was really special. Yep, that was K-Pro's idea. She said, honey, crack open the safe, get all those coins out. I'm giving them away. And I said, what, are you crazy? And she said, no, I'm not. So I sent them, and she gave them away. Niamo Spec. Do you guys remember this?
And thank you, Kristen. And I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Yikes, Michael.
What? What's the problem?
You were like, yeah, I cracked open the safe and she gave them away. Michael.
And she did. It's true. So really awesome website. You guys give Jared some love. Obsessed Jared in Discord. Just send him a message. Say awesome website. And the other thing is it's searchable here by database. You can go here. So look, Christy, if I put in the invitation, there it is. Mike. Oh, he put Mike Cowlazars cowling. Where was K-Pro? I guess he didn't have room to put that in.
That's fine. Cowlazars. I am Cowlazars. I get Cowlazars if we. Okay, I won't go there. Put in Thrill of the Chase, please.
No, first we're going to look at the invitation. So he gives you the date it started, gives you the date it was solved. Did you know ours came out April 1st, April Fool's Day, K-Pro? And it was solved on October 24th, the same year. And there's the GPS of Lone Mountain Park. Check it out. right there. So pretty awesome website. View all GPS. Look at this. These are all the locations on Google Maps. All of these have been found. That's awesome. Jared has put a lot of work into this thing. The Great U.S. Treasure Hunt. Remember those? The ones they did in all the states. So there you go.
I says, Jared, it doesn't bother me at all. If you want to add me, great. But it says on the front cover, Cowlazars. That's all that needs to be said.
I'm giving her a hard time, Jared. You don't need to change anything.
You know what? I signed every book. K-Pro, Cowlazars sidekick. Every book and shirt I signed.
PD Pab gets it. Okay, if you guys see a treasure hunt that is not on Jared's website, this is him right here. Email him because I don't see anything from Minneapolis. And we were just saying that Minnesota has the TC Adventures and everything, or TC Treasures. I'm sorry. So awesome work, Jared. For somebody in the treasure hunts, this is a must have website and pretty cool. Pretty awesome. And he even added Tessellation, the album that I just showed you. He already knew about it. He already added it. There it is by Keegan Tawa. Stay Together poem. That's
do not leave that site without doing what your wife said. I let you blabbity blabbity blab, and you now can go to TTOTC and bring it up.
K-Pro's home, everybody. All right, TTOTC.
Yeah, you said no. I'm doing this. I don't even know why I allow that crap, but yeah, there you go.
What do you want to know? The GPS?
Yes.
There you go. 9 Mile Hole.
There we go, guys. It's official. It's on Obsessed Jared's website. It's 9 Mile Hole.
Right by the home of Brown, Mount Haynes. The brown stain in his underwear, right? Yeah, that's 9 Mile Hole. Fen Rock, if this is good. Can we change it? Fen Rock is right there, right? Is this Fen Rock, K-Pro?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought it was a straight shot. It's actually over here, huh? Okay. And someday, everybody, Justin Posey's and John Collins Black's solution is going to be there with GPS coordinates. So all you're missing is ads. You should put ads on there and make some money off of Jared. That's my opinion. You put a lot of hard work into that. So that's pretty great. Okay, that's it. That is not all the treasure hunts, as you can see by Jared's website. That is a good resource. In our Discord channel, any of these new hunts that we talked about.
Okay, wait. Can you do a prediction?
Added, just let us know.
Can you do a prediction?
Uh-huh.
One of JCB's boxes or Justin Posey's hunt. Which one's going to be solved first?
Oh, JCB's box is definitely going to be solved. One of his boxes should be solved before. Everybody thinks Justin Posey, Polaris, Wisdom. It's right there. I think there's more to it than that. I think there's something we're all missing, would be my guess. Although he did say somebody's been within 2 miles.
I figured it out. No, I figured it out in the last 24 hours as I was listening to the audiobook for hours on end as I was driving and had to pull over 19 times today. I figured it out, and now I just got to put it together. And guess what I've decided to do? I'm going to share, and then you guys can tell me, and then I can move to wherever for another 4 weeks.
No, you're not allowed. Okay. JCB is going to solve Justin's first. That's what Poly Market is for, K-Pro. Prediction Center. Yeah, I still don't know what that is. I have to look that up, Chad Bird. Thank you for the super chat.
Here, I got whatever.
What? What's going on?
Poly Market is the American cryptocurrency-based prediction market headquarters in Manhattan, New York. That's probably a hint. Launched in 2022, it offers a platform where investors can place bets on various future events, including economic indicators, weather patterns, awards, as well as political and legislative outcomes.
Yes, Kyle, we just went over it. The Beacon Star is alive and well. Randy says his book will take you within an inch of it. It's in a wall. It's in a crack in a wall, I believe. But where? We don't know where. So, yes, it is still going on. If you look up and if you go to Jared's awesome website, you will get all the info on how to order it for $8 on Amazon. And the Beacon Star's milestones, if everybody was to order a book, he'll give more hints and more clues.
Look what Petey says. The problem was, Petey, he did the Q&A on the last day or 2 days before I left. He said some things that were very interesting.
Okay, we did do an hour. I thought we were going to end early, but of course we did an hour. And you know why one of JCB's boxes is going to be found before Justin's, K-Pro?
Why, Mike Cowlazars?
Someone will find the 5 treasures that I've hidden, and that someone could be you.
He tells us right there. So obviously, and he also said
You don't have to be a genius to solve the clues.
So there you go.
Didn't you say something about you were going to go boots on the ground for that? Was that this year or next year or the year after that?
I got to have a spot. I just can't go wander like the Jews in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights.
Have you looked at the chapter lately in the last?
Lately, I've been a little busy with other stuff lately.
Oh, you've had nothing. Your high maintenance wife was out of town.
Thanks, Chad Bird. Look at that one. Okay, bro. All right. Little joke there. That's a little joke. He also said 3 is the magic number. That's true. So we'll see if it's found in Lake Tahoe this summer. We'll see. I know people.
I'm going boots on the ground in 3 weeks.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
She's crazy, everybody. But until she finds one of
What
these.
do you mean I'm crazy? You're actually saying to a room full of treasure hunters that I'm crazy for going treasure hunting. Read the room. Read the room.
Did I do good, Daddy?
Okay, let's get that. It's time for I gotta go.
We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. So I guess Thursday we're gonna have a panel. We're gonna dissect Justin's Q&A, and we're all gonna give our opinions.
Okay, and thumbs up and also subscribe, because I can tell you I'm going to be dropping some of the stuff that happened behind the scenes at the event sometime this week. I don't want to bump into I think Emma and Jam. Go over and subscribe to them, because Treasure Hunt with Us is going over some of their thoughts on the Q&A Tuesday and Wednesday night. Thursday night is ours. But you guys need to know about this secret list, the squares, the stars, what happened, how did it come?
Yeah, I don't even know that part. So yeah. So let me get this right, K-Pro. There are some questions he did not. He said don't ask him because he won't answer it. Is that right?
I don't think it was him.
Or somebody said it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what those questions are.
I typed them up.
Oh, they're the ones from the box, or you typed them up yourself?
Okay, I'm going to tell a story just for a second, because then you'll
Then
see.
we got to get off. I got to go to work tomorrow. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thanks. I've told this story to you several times. I saw Justin 3 times, and I had no other communication than directly other than the audiobook. One time I saw him at Papa T's. When he walked in, he said, "K-Pro, you're here." And I thought, you have no idea that I'm working ahead and making the lines for the next part. And he was thankful at the end and all that. So it was super nice. That was number 1. Number 2, there was 3 times. There was that time. Oh, during the book signing. So during the book signing, I walk up. I said, I have like 10 things for you to sign because we have book giveaways, etc. And he's like, wait a minute. How are you? How are you doing, etc. And at the end of that, what did he say? He goes, I only got some questions for the Q&A, and I think they're all reasonable. Can you go to your Discord and you guys come up with some more, type them up, and get them to me by 4? And I look at my clock, and it's 12:15. I raced to my house. I leave the event. I left the event. Why? Because Justin Posey asked. He sacrificed. I'm going to sacrifice. Typed up 37 questions. Typed them up. Raced to Womax. I raced to Womax. What happens? Womax is closed on the weekends.
What is Womax for those of us?
The only place that you can print something in the town of Dillon.
Okay.
So all you need is effort and money. I found another business owner. They said, no, we only usually let Womax do that. I said, they're closed. I need to get this person this. I only need these 2 pages, actually 2 copies, but these 2 pages. Can you please, I beg you, I'll give you as much money as you want. And it happened. It happened. I then raced that over. You don't appreciate me, Mike, at all. So then I raced it over to him. I handed it to him.
My.
All right, that story will be on Thursday, everybody.
There's so much more to that story, and I'm not telling it on Thursday. We have a panel, and I'm going to respect our panelists.
Breaking news, Cool Ma says she spoke to Debbie today, and as of this afternoon, she's not heard if anyone has found the marked book. So you guys know that Justin marked the book that's at the bookstore, and whoever finds the email address, they're not only going to get the saddlebag briefcase that was in Netflix, they're going to get the 2 coffee cups. What, K-Bro? You're shaking your head. No.
You know what? Whoever won the saddlebag, email me and not Mike, and I'll announce it without Mike knowing.
Well, I would hope Justin would put it on his website when it's found, but he hasn't done it yet. So once he gets the email saying we have a winner.
And did you hear on the audio of the Q&A, he goes, wow, I thought they would be here in Dillon in the event center during this Q&A. Yeah, finish the story, Chad Bird. I'll finish it in Discord because Mike has to go to bed because it's 9 o'clock.
I thought we were getting in the hot tub, but let's as far as the saddleback briefcase, let's hope it's not Lisa Cesari. All right. On that note, everybody, good night.
Why? 100 emails are coming your way now, buddy.
We will see you on Thursday. Subscribe. Go to Jared's website. What was it? Treasure Hunt DB. Son of a. I just bookmarked it too. That's awesome. You really did a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot there that I've never even heard of. So that was really cool. All right. Say bye, K-Pro. We're leaving.
Goodbye, everyone. This is Cowlazars' sidekick, K-Pro, owner of the Cowlazars channel. Good night.
Bye.
We'll see you on Thursday, everybody.